All right, guys, well, I'm back today with a new EDC light I picked up from Amazon. I've been going through Amazon lately and trying to find new and interesting knives and EDC light options, and I grabbed one of the NEBO Redlines. I first discovered NEBO about 11 years ago, grabbing some of their EDC lights and mounting them up to a few different projectile slinging options, and they worked out pretty well. But after about a year, I feel like they kind of became obsolete on the market, at least the ones I was buying. Found some butter light options and really just kind of forgot about them altogether until my cameraman picked up this guy right here. This NEBO has a magnetic recharging base, very similar to an Olight, but that comes in at about half the price. We will be doing a video on this, but first I wanted to make a video on this. Right now, these are $12.99 on Amazon, and they have a twistable, zoomable feature. When I first bought it, I read the Amazon listing, and the Amazon listing, even though it had really nice pictures, did not have a ton of information about this light, so I figured I would do a video on it to help you guys better understand if this purchase may be right for you. Out of the box, it's really small, it's compact, it'd be perfect to clip onto your hat for a headlamp for a wide variety of applications, slide it in your pocket for an EDC light, or keep it in your car. Now, it said it took a CR2 battery. That was a little frustrating because they're a little bit harder to find than the traditional CR123A batteries, but when I pulled it out, it was a CR123A battery. So I don't know what they're doing with their listing, but you can see this guy right here, a standard Streamlight, a CR123A battery, drops right in here, and it works perfectly. Now, it does come with a battery, so you don't have to, I didn't buy a CR2 battery and then was disappointed when it all showed up and didn't work. The NEBO light comes with the battery itself, and it is pretty slick. The fact that you can get it for $12.99 with the battery included, I'm glad they're doing that rather than making you buy one. So this is a push-button design, but it does have a magnetic base, which is pretty cool because if you have a magnetic base, you're able to clip it to a side of a car. You're able to click it to underneath a wheel well if you're changing a tire, or on the hood of your car if you happen to be working on something, if you decide you don't want to use it as a headlamp. You can also remove the pocket clip itself for a more streamlined approach if you're just dropping it into a backpack or something like that. And then again, it's got the twistable, zoomable feature. So let me show you guys that real quick. You can see it's got a floodlight approach, but then as you twist it in, it zooms in fairly bright. So if you want to look at something in the distance in a field or something like that, you definitely have that capability. This is actually one of the cheapest high quality lights that I've seen that have that zoomable feature that works out really well. For me personally, I don't like the fact that the side lights up. I know it's like a marketing gimmick. I think it's pretty interesting. Maybe if you do have it mounted to a side of a car and you're working on a tire, that's almost an alert, but I think the bright light itself would be more of an alert. It does have 4 modes. And so maybe you could put this on the side of a car and it gives you a few different positions to alert somebody, or mounting it to a bike if you're riding, or using it as a headlamp while you're walking. So maybe this side ring serves an application. But again, you cycle through those modes and then you just click it on or off. So it doesn't necessarily remember the last mode. I don't believe it does. Let's test it right here. So we had it set to strobe. We're going to wait a few seconds. We turn it on. No, it just goes right back. And then it cycles through the modes, and you can cycle through there, and then you just click it to turn it off. And then every time you turn it on, it goes back to that main mode. And then again, you can cycle through the modes. So overall, guys, I like the light. It's not my favorite in the world. There are some other micro EDC lights I like from other companies, but this is affordable. It works. And NEBO has been doing some good stuff for a while. They have a long track record, and their lights aren't junk. They may not be as feature-packed as some other companies, but what other company is selling a CR123A powered light with 4 different modes with a zoomable feature that works for $12.99? I can't think of one. If you can, leave it in the comments section below. I can highly recommend this light. I'm a big fan of it, and for $12.99, the fact that you can just swap out the batteries and then have a magnetic base to stick it on a few different things with the modes, I like it, and I think you will too, especially at the price. All the information and linking will be in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.